where she could make that decision about termination. She wanted to spend a little more time with her family, and her general state of health would have allowed her some extra time to be able to do that.
Never asked such a question. We were never, ever, and would never have given anyone permission to terminate our mother's life.
Well, PEEP is essentially positive end expiratory pressure, which is necessary for people with any lung problems, respiratory problems.
My mother suffered in distress, discomfort, probably a great deal of pain over 13 hours. She was fully able, she knew what was ahead of her, but she certainly wasn't prepared for what happened.
In about September 2007, I was sitting at my desk and I received a file, a complaint from a doctor, and it came to me not through a verbal instruction, but it was simply placed in my in-tray. So when I came back to my desk, looked at my in-tray, there's a file in there, I picked it up, I began to read the file, and what I found in that was that it was a doctor making a complaint that a colleague of his that he worked with had prematurely ended the lives of 2 people and had attempted to do it to another.
It became much more clear to me that the general public absolutely should be protected from living or dying, depending on the whim of a doctor who might kill you if he took a dislike to something you or your relatives said.
First of all, that the allegations themselves were alarming, that they were coming from another medical professional, but that it appeared to me at that stage, and it was clear to me, that this file had been with the medical board for 3 months. So for 3 months, members of the board had seen, 3 months earlier, they'd seen these allegations and had done nothing. What that meant was that doctor involved or at the centre of those allegations was still working unrestricted and was still a risk to patients. I immediately took that file to my manager and I said to her, these allegations are alarming. We need to immediately make contact with every board member. We need to stop this doctor from working immediately and we need to refer this to the police. The board doesn't have the capacity or the resources to investigate something of this magnitude. She laughed at me. Her response was, "Joe, doctors don't murder patients and the medical board does not refer doctors to the police or allegations of anything to the police about doctors."
Well, I think the fact that she was able to sit in a chair at the side of a bed for 3 hours that day, and the physio actually said that she wanted to walk. Now this is within the 24-hour period in which she died. As ill as she was still able to sit out of her bed. She wanted to actually walk. However, the doctor decides that no, she's terminally ill and we are now going to, or he is now going to commence the process of terminating her.